Welcome to my channel Learn With Me #DAP Studies. I hope you are going all well. So before starting the video, I want to remind you this that you have to subscribe to my channel and have to like this video and comment under the video. Do you liked it or you learned something from it or it's not helpful for you? So I think so. Let's start our video without wasting the time. So yes, we are going to do chapter number 15, the Mughal Empire today. So let's start reading. Babur attacked India in early 16th century. At that time, India was an easy prey for an invader. As it was divided into a number of small states, these small kingdoms were incapable of standing up to any foreign aggression. Delhi had lost its glory under Ibrahim Lodi. His personal officials opposed him and invited Babur to invade India. The situation in Punjab, Gujarat, Bengal, Malwa, Rajputana, Kashmir, etc. was quite bad. There was widespread lawless disorder. The local rulers were unpopular among the masses. At the time, masses means लोगों के लिए लोगों को लोग जो थे वो rulers local rulers को नहीं जानते थे, वो इतने popular नहीं थे. At that time, Babur laid the foundation of the Mughal Empire in India. He was succeeded by his son Humayun, but it was Humayun's son Akbar the Great who proved to be the real glory of Mughal Empire. Let us study about the Mughal Empire in detail now. First, Mughal emperors. Babur ruled 1526 to 1530 CE. Zahir Uddin Muhammad, commonly known as Babur is known as the Tiger, was the great grandson of Timur and the descendant of Turkish ruler Genghis Khan, who had invaded India several times. Babur was a brave soldier, an experienced general and skilled horse rider, a sure shooter and a skilled swordman. After becoming the ruler of Kabul, he conquered Ghazni and Samarkand, but his failure to bring Samarkand permanently under his control made him give up the ambition of expanding his empire in Central Asia. He wait. He had to head towards India. Babur was also attracted by the fabulous wealth of India. Babur became the ruler of Hindustan by defeating the army of Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat in 1526 CE. Babur's victory ended the power of Afghans and boosted his economy, security, and influence. He disturbed his wealth generously to buy the confidence of the public and Afghan's chief who had opposed him in order to complete control on North India. Babur had to defeat Rajputs as well. The two sides met at a variance battle of Kanwa, where Rana Sanga and were defeated military commander but also learned scholars. He wrote Baburnama or Baburi in Turkish. It includes important events related to Babur's life. Next ruler is Humayun, who ruled from 1530 to 1540 CE and 1555 to 5056 CE. So, Nasir Uddin Muhammad Humayun. The eldest son of Babur faced innumerable difficulties to retain the Mughal Empire in India. Babur had gifted separate provinces to his three sons. The army was a combination of people from different countries and language group. Humayun had inherited an empty treasure. He had to face opposition from his brother, relatives, Afghans and Rajputs. He multiplied his problems with his own follies. He was addicted to opium, जिसे अफीम कहते हैं. So he lacked military ability. His father had failed to crush the power of Afghans for good. Thus Humayun was defeated by an Afghans. Sher Shah Suri at Chausa and Kannauj and was forced to leave India and take refuge in Iran in 1540. After 15 years, Humayun defeated Sikandar Suri, a weak successor of Sher Shah Suri, and restored the Mughal Empire in India once again. Unfortunately, he died after slipping from the steps of his library building at Delhi. तो जो हिमायू है उसकी डेथ कैसी हुई थी? बेसिकली वो जो अपनी लाइब्रेरी का स्टेप था उससे स्लिप हो गया था, ठीक है, दिल्ली में. Do you know Sher Shah Suri 1540 to 1545 was an Afghan. He was given the title Sher Khan by the ruler of Bihar. Gradually he brought Bihar and Bengal under his control and defeated Humayun and Chausa. He took the title of Sher Shah and established an efficient administration in India under amirs in provinces. He set up a strong army. He ordered land assignments of all cultivable land. He encouraged trade, education, construction of roads, inns, etc. Sher Shah is also known as forerunner of Akbar. Now, the next ruler and the most good ruler, Akbar, 1556 to 1605 CE, he ruled. Jalauddin Muhammad Akbar ascended the throne at the age of 14 under the governorship of Bairam Khan. The position of Mughals was not very strong in India. Hemo Vikramditya and had defeated the Mughals and captured Agra and Delhi. In the second battle of Panipat, the Mughal under the leadership of Bairam Khan defeated Hemo in 1556 CE. Agra and Delhi were taken back by the capital set up at Agra. This made Bairam Khan enjoy a position of respect and power, but slowly differences developed. Akbar and Bairam Khan. In 1560, Bairam Khan was forced to go on pilgrimage to Mecca, but was assassinated on the way. Under Akbar, Under Akbar, the Mughal Empire stretched from Kashmir in the north to Godavari River in the south and from Afghanistan and West Bengal in the east. Akbar also conquered Gondwana, Chittor, Ranthambore, Bihar, Bengal, Kabul, Kashmir, Sindh, Deccan and Gujarat. Akbar set up a Ibadat Khan at Fatehpur Sikri, where religious discussions were held every Friday evening. He started in Ilahi, divine faith, in 1582 by blending the good points of all religions like Hinduism, Christianity, Jainism and other faiths with Islam. Din Ilahi was not a religion but a socio-religious path to bridge the differences among different communities. In 1605, Akbar passed away. He was buried at Sikandra, 6 miles from Agra. Do you know Sikri was named Fatehpur Sikri, city of victory, after the conquest of Gujarat? Slave-ul-Kul or universal peace and harmony was an important part of Din Ilahi. Come on the next page, number 123. Do you know box? Akbar's 9 gems. Let's read about them. Chalo. Akbar's court was filled with talented men known as 9 gems and Navratna. They were Birbal, Abdul Rahim Khan, Abdul Fazl, Faizi, Tansin, Raja Tandoramal, Raja Man Singh, Humayun, that is Humam, Mullah Do Piaja. So, bete, I'm not going to read the work of them. Just read it by yourself because it is do you know box and आपको कोई भी इनमें से 2 easy वाले learn कर लेने हैं for the exam. Maybe आपको exam में ये question आ सकता है. So read any 2 of them only which you are feeling like short and easy. Like 8 वाला बहुत easy है. And बीरबल तो लिखना ही है because बीरबल is important one. बीरबल तो लिखना ही है. That next आपकी मर्जी आपको कौन सा लिखना है, ठीक है? So read it by yourself because it's type of a homework question only. Now let's read about the next ruler, Jahangir. Okay. Wait. Yes. Now let's read about Jahangir. Jahangir 1605 to 1627 CE. Akbar was succeeded by his son Muhammad Sultan Salim. He ascended the throne in 1605 at the fort of Agra and assumed the name Jahangir, holder of the world, and the title of Nur ad-Din, light of the faith. Akbar always addressed him as Shaiku Baba. In 1606, Jahangir's son Prince Kurasau escaped from Agra. Jahangir followed, defeated him in the Battle of Birivol. As many nobles were trying to make Kurasau the emperor in place of Jahangir, Jahangir consolidated his territories and developed the administrative system that was introduced by his father. The court culture of Mughal flourished under his rule. He had a keen interest in gardens. Mughal painting reached its zenith during his time. He married Nur Jahan, light of the world. Jahangir restarted the war with Rajputs. The Afghans, Emir of Bengal, opposed the authority of the Mughals. The disturbance in the Deccan could not control. Jahangir died in 1627 due to excessive drinking, and his son Shah Jahan succeeded the throne. Do you know Jahangir was an able conqueror of Fort of Kangra, where even Akbar had not succeeded? Do you know Jahangir was famous for the justice? He set up a chain of justice with the 60 bells tied to it. It was made of pure gold. One end was attached to the fort of Agra and the other to the stone column on the bank of river Yamuna. Anyone who wanted justice could pull the chain and draw the attention of Emperor Jahangir. Also issued 12 audiences. Audiences means rules for the better governance of the country. Now next ruler is Shah Jahan, 1628 to 1658 CE. Let's start reading. Khurram, the third son of Jahangir, took the title Shah Jahan. His mother was the daughter of Uday Singh, the ruler of Jodhpur. Shah Jahan had to face the rebel of Johor, Jajhar Singh, a Bundela chief, and Jahan Lodi, an Afghan chief. Under Shah Jahan, the Deccan policy of Mughals entered a new phase. He annexed Ahmednagar and Daulatabad. He forced rulers of Bijapur and Golconda to accept his supremacy. Supremacy means supreme power. In 1636, Shah Jahan retired to Agra and appointed Aurangzeb as the governor of Deccan. The Mughal Empire reached its greatest height and prosperity during the region of Shah Jahan. His ministers were efficient and able. He was an Orthodox Muslim but was fair to non-Muslims. He increased the magnificence of his court. The Peacock Throne, the Taj Mahal at Agra, the Red Fort and Jama Masjid in Delhi, and numerous other works in architecture testifies his wealth as well as aesthetic sense. He is known as Engineer King. He was an excellent calligraphist. He was patronage to scholars, artisans, and craftsmen. Poetry, music, painting, dance, astronomy, mathematics, and medicine flourished under this intelligent emperor. In September 1657, Shah Jahan fell ill. Immediately, his son started making preparations for capturing the throne. In 1568, Aurangzeb took over the throne and imprisoned his father, who died in captivity in 1666. Now the next ruler is Aurangzeb. ठीक है, अब औरंगजेब कौन है? Let's read about him. औरंगजेब ने जो था रूल किया था बेटे 1658 से लेकर 1707 CE तक. After capturing Agra, Aurangzeb crowned himself as the emperor. He assumed the title of Alamgir. He abolished the land duties and actrio to please his subject. He was a Muslim fanatic and opposed religious tolerance. He discontinued the practice of the kalima on the coins of and abolished the celebration of New Year Day. His rule was a period of graceless wars in different parts of India. The revolts of Rajput proved very harmful for him. The Maratha became very powerful under Shivaji. Aurangzeb sent Sheth Khan, the governor of Bengal, to fight against Shivaji, but Sheth Khan was defeated. Aurangzeb invited Shivaji to Agra for talks, where he imprisoned. Shivaji somehow managed to escape from the prison. The Marathas, the Jats, and Sikh never allowed Aurangzeb to rest in peace. He killed Guru Tegh Bahadur, whose son Guru Gobind Singh fought the Mughals till Aurangzeb's death in 1707. Aurangzeb conquered Bijapur and Golkando in Deccan. But due to his short-sighted policies, his vast empire went out of his grip. Many governors revolted against the emperor and established themselves as independent rulers. Though Mughal Empire survived till 1857, its rulers were the prisoners of the East India Company after 1803. The last emperor, Bahadur Shah Zafar, too had to face a trial for leading the mutiny of 1857. He was convicted and exiled to Rangoon. Now we have to read about governance under Mughal Empire. अब मुगल एम्पायर के अंदर भी तो कोई गवर्नेंस है ना? तो उसके अंदर फर्स्ट जो आता है हमारे पास आएगा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, सोसाइटी, रिलीजन, लिटरेचर, फिर डिक्लाइन कैसे हुआ एंड मे बी वैसे तो वही चैप्टर्स हैं मेजर रिलीजन, बट अभी ना आपके वही चैप्टर चल रहे हैं, मे बी 18 तक मैं एक बार पढ़ती हूँ. नहीं 17 विल बी द लास्ट चैप्टर अबाउट मुगल्स. ठीक है. Administration. The Mughals managed to unite the country politically. They established a uniform system of administration which was a combination of both Indian and Persian system. They believed in supreme authority of king. A strong army and efficient minister resisted the emperor. The whole empire was divided into subas which were governed by subedars. The diwan, the collector of land and revenue. The kotwal looked after the law and orders in the city. The administration का यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक क्वेश्चन आएगा आपको पार्टी का. मुझे ऐसे याद नहीं है नंबर, क्वेश्चन नंबर याद नहीं है, पार्टी का क्वेश्चन आएगा. अगर इंट्रोड्यूस द मनसबदारी सिस्टम बेस्ड ऑन रैंक्स एंड पोजीशन ऑफ ऑफिशियल हेरिडिटरी. ये आपको अलग से क्वेश्चन आएगा. मनसबदारी सिस्टम में भी पार्ट डी का क्वेश्चन है ये. मनसबदार्स वर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर बोथ सिविल एंड मिलिट्री एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. ठीक है. सोसाइटी एंड इकोनॉमी. अब सोसाइटी और इकोनॉमी अब देखो इन्होंने दोनों साथ में कर दिया, सोसाइटी भी और इकोनॉमी भी. सोसाइटी वॉज डिवाइडेड इंटू टू लेवल्स. The nobility and the high officials from the upper class, they lived a life of luxury. The lower classes were involved in agriculture and the other lowly jobs in the cities. They lived in miserable conditions. The main source of state income was from the land revenue, which was fixed at the one-third of the produce. The straight land, also known as Khalisa, trade was well developed as Indian goods were exported to different parts of Asia, Africa, and Europe. Many foreign companies like Portuguese, Dutch, and English were involved in trading. The Mughal emperors encouraged trade by building sareers, roads, etc. Next is about religion. अब religion कैसा था? The Mughal emperors followed Islam. Akbar was the first Mughal ruler to adopt a policy of religious tolerance toward other religions to build a strong empire in India. It aimed at harmony among the different religions. He set up a hall of worship which was open to believers of different religions, Jains, Hindus, Zoroastrianism, Christianism, etc. Jahangir and Shah Jahan were also tolerant toward other religions, but Aurangzeb was staunch Muslim. मतलब औरंगजेब जो था पक्का मुस्लिम था, staunch कह सकते हो, ठीक है, पक्का मुस्लिम था. He forced the Hindus to adopt Islam. He imposed jizya on Hindus. His policy of religious intolerance weakened the foundation of Mughal Empire. Literature, art, and architecture. ठीक है, इसमें आपको 3 चीज़ें मिल जाएंगी मुगल्स के बारे में. Literature, art, and architecture. All great works of Sanskrit like Raja Tarangini, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Purans, etc. were translated into Arabic. History became an important part of Indian writings. Brahmana, Akbarnama, and Ain Ikbari are the main source of information of that period. Jahangir was a scholar of Persian language. He wrote Tazuk-e-Jahangiri. Shah Jahan patronized famous writers of the time. Mughal rule was golden period of music. Tanzeen was the famous jewel of Akbar's court. Poetry was very popular. It was based on variety of themes ranging from royal court to worship. The Mughal built fine specimens of architecture. Akbar built the famous Humayun tomb in Delhi. Fatehpur Sikri and Buland Darwaza near Agra. Jahangir laid beautiful gardens like Shalimar Bagh. But it was Shah Jahan who is known as engineer emperor. He built Red Fort, Jama Masjid, and the world famous Taj Mahal. Aurangzeb did not favor fine arts. Do you know? Akbar built Buland Darwaza at Fatehpur Sikri to commemorate his victory over Gujarat. The painting of Mughal period were a synthesis of Indian and Persian schools of art. Besides being a pattern of painting, Jahangir himself was a well-known painter. The literature, music, painting, architecture, all at their zenith during the Mughal Empire. Decline of Mughal Empire. The strong points of Mughal Empire were religious tolerance, human approach, skillful diplomacy, and able administration. But the distinction started once these policies were reversed. Religious intolerance थी औरंगजेब की, वो राजपूत के अगेंस्ट हु हैड ऑलवेज सपोर्टेड द मुगल्स, जिन्होंने हमेशा मुगल्स को सपोर्ट किया, उनके ही खिलाफ औरंगजेब ने जो रिलीजियस इंटॉलरेंस करी, उसकी वजह से जो है पहला पॉइंट बन जाता है कि मुगल एम्पायर इसकी वजह से थोड़ा वीक पड़ गया था, क्योंकि राजपूत जो थे वो हमेशा मुगल्स का साथ देते थे, बट मुगल्स ने जब ऐसे इंटॉलरेंस, रिलीजियस इंटॉलरेंस शो करी, तब सिख, मराठा एंड राजपूत सारे लोग एक जैसे हो गए एंड मुगल्स बिल्कुल कल्ले रह गए थे। द मुगल्स डिड नॉट हैव एनी रूल ऑफ सक्सेशन, मुगल्स के पास कोई भी रूल नहीं था सक्सेशन का, इसलिए उनका हर रूलर की डेथ एक ब्लडी वॉर शो करती थी। जो वीक और इनएफिशिएंट सक्सेसर थे औरंगजेब के, वो ओपन इन्विटेशन देते थे किसको, फॉरेन इन्वेजन्स के लिए, या फिर एनिमी लिख सकते हो, ओपन इन्विटेशन देते थे एनिमीज को। जो करप्ट ऑफिशियल्स है और हैवी बर्डन था लैंड रिवेन्यू का, वो रिजल्ट हुआ इन रिवॉर्ड्स बाय पीजेंट्स लीडिंग टू लो टैक्स कलेक्शन। ठीक है, जो मनसबदार थे ग्रेजुअली बिकम मोर पावरफुल देन द सेंट्रल अथॉरिटी, दे स्टार्टेड एस्टैब्लिशिंग इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स लाइक हैदराबाद, अवध, बंगाल एटसेट्रा। जो मनसबदार थे वो और पावरफुल होने लगे और वो अपनी खुद की इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स बनाने लगे, जैसे हैदराबाद, अवध, बंगाल और बहुत सारी हैं। द यूरोपियंस वर द राइजिंग पावर इन वर्ल्ड एट दैट टाइम, जो यूरोपियंस थे वो बहुत ज़्यादा राइज हो रहे थे उस टाइम में वर्ल्ड में एट दैट टाइम, और ग्रेजुअली उन्होंने इंटरनल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की प्लेस ले ली थी। ट्रेड एंड टेरिटरीज ऑफ मुगल्स एम्पायर टू स्ट्रेंथन देयर रूल। औरंगजेब रिमेन्ड इन डेक्कन फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 20 years, विच गिव एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू गवर्नर्स टू एस्टैब्लिश देयर इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स। जो औरंगजेब था वो 20 ईयर्स के लिए उसने रूल किया है डेक्कन पे, तो इस टाइम में बाकी सारे गवर्नर्स को बहुत टाइम मिल गया था कि वो अपनी इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स इस्टेब्लिश करें। कीवर्ड्स जस्ट रीड करते हैं, ठीक है। In land duties, collection of taxes by the government or authority on purchase or sale of things. Kalima, there is only one God, Allah, who is worthy of worship, or per the Holy Quran. Mansabdar, each officers were given a rank or position called the Mansab. It's mutiny and open rebellion against authorities. Actoria, a tax levied on goods entering a city. Series, rest house. Series को वैसे तो rest house कहते हैं, ठीक है। Now let's do back questions. फटाफट से बैक लिस्टेड क्वेश्चंस आप लोग कर लो, ठीक है। हुमायूं वाज डिफीटेड बाय शेर शाह सूरी। अकबर्स रिलीजियस डिस्कशन टुक प्लेस एट इबादत खान। इन विच लैंग्वेज डिड बाबर राइट हिज ऑटोग्राफी तुजुक-ए-बाबर? टर्किश। अकबर ascended the throne at the age of 14. Which one of following statement is correct? Mughal Empire was founded by Babur. C1. Fill in the blanks. Bairam Khan was Akbar's guardian. Peacock throne was made for Shah Jahan. Aurangzeb assumed the title of Alamgir. Bahadur Jafar Shah was the last Mughal emperor. The Mansabdar were responsible for both civil and military administration. True, false. The Battle of Chausa was fought between Babur and Sher Shah Suri. False. Jahangir discontinued the administration system that was introduced by his father. False. Then Elahi was a socio-religious path started by Akbar. True. Humayun fell the stairs of the library and died. True. Shah Jahan gave patronage of scholars, artisans and craftsmen. True. So beta, if you want DE part, please comment down. Fast, say fast. जितनी जल्दी आप कर सकते हो. So thanks for watching today's video. Meeting the next chapter number 16. Thank you so much. Bye bye.